You good?
I'm good.
Great. Perfect. I'm going to hit the go live button right now.
That's cool.
We're live. We're doing it live, guys. Doing it live.
We're coming to you live.
Live with the people.
That's right.
Another episode of What the FiGPiN. Another amazing episode, episode 60. Another good accomplishment and milestone for us. We're super happy to have you here. We have an awesome guest who's joined us fairly recently. We have a bunch of cool things to cover and some secrets to drop.
Hold on.
John,
what's going on here?
What'd you do, John? What's happening?
Somehow another browser opened up with the show and started playing it back to me. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, hey, it's working. That's all that matters. Well, so my astonishing, amazingly cool guest host of the show. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Thank you so much. It's weird, the Northeast and Tyler, I know you're in the Southeast there. But we had like this week or two of it being like in the 70s and close to 80s. And now we actually just had maybe 20-30 minutes to the west of us. There was like 3 or 4 inches of snow that dropped yesterday. So
Still.
Always interesting.
It started to feel like summer here. We're talking that sweating, walking to your car kind of weather is starting to come out down here.
Yeah, not here yet. Not here. We were close to it, and then Mother Nature decided, let's go ahead and throw some more winter in there for us.
Do a U-turn at you.
Yep.
Man, out here in West Texas, it did the same thing. Almost 80-something, 90 degrees all day yesterday, and then today overcast, cloudy, super windy. So it's a little bit of a switch.
I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not a 90-degree weather kind of guy. So if we could, you guys tell me when we find the state that's a nice 70 year round. Well, that's what the next warehouse will have to be.
All right. Well, I know one place in Mexico, but I don't know if that's quite the spot for you.
I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it, though.
It's about 70 degrees year round. But hey, since we're already chatting with you, let me do the huge honor of having you back on the show. Everybody, let me introduce you to our main guest of the evening, Tyler from eVends. Thank you for joining us, and how are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing fantastic. I'm very happy to be back. Appreciate you guys having me back on the show, and I'm super thrilled that we have something so exciting to be really highlighting today with the eBay Live show coming up this Thursday.
We were very excited that you went ahead and wanted to join us to talk about the details of it. So thank you for coming on for sure.
So I think that it's worth talking about how casual this is. Like, hey, we were talking because I think you were asking me a question about it, or we were just messaging, or someone had asked you a question that you were just relaying to me. And I'm like, hey, do you just want to do a Q&A? Like, get all the questions that people need answered.
Definitely. Very cool.
That's what we're here for. We love it.
No, absolutely. I enjoy it quite a bit myself, too. What's a Texas? That's a great question. I see the chat already put in here. Look, I already see lots of great questions that I know are already on our list here in the chat. I look forward to going through them all with you guys today.
Definitely. Well, let's just go ahead and do a quick shout out to some of the people that had joined us already. Frozen Sith, Sound Warp, Steven, Colton, TJ, Austin, Fred, Pinup, Animus, Casey is in the house, Austin, Queen, Nerd. I know Getty Up, of course, he has to go ahead and make sure that it's morphin time here. I know he was super excited. Wookie Pool is here. What is up? Charles, how are you doing, man? Darth Pins and the Pins family, welcome to the show. Sound Warp, Young Castro, the Fandalorian. I'm not sure if I've seen that person before. Viegas, Mike, Jason Nelson, Ruben Reyes, so many people. Midnight. I think I saw L, B-Rad. Derek, how are you today? FiGPiN Shannon. Yep. Lots of cool people. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Please make sure that you're hitting that like button. If you are new to the show, welcome. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button for us to go ahead and see when we go live. It's always Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are also on Facebook, Instagram, and Battle sometimes dabbles a little bit on the Twitters.
On the tweeters, ever since an update, and I can't push it from IG. I haven't been on the tweeters as much, but I'm figuring it out again.
Learning by the day.
That's right. Well, guys, I know that you came here because you wanted to know about eVends and their eBay Live event that is happening this Thursday, May the 4th. For Star Wars Day, So Tyler, we'll kind of give you the floor. I know that obviously the biggest question that I know people have had is when, how, where, what do we do on eBay Live? What does the process look like? So the floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, so if those are the biggest questions, we probably should save those for last. We want to retain our viewership here. No, I'm just teasing you guys. So we did do a couple pieces of information available on our social media page. And just to kind of give you guys a little show, so it does have to be in the eBay app to go in and purchase. So you need to have the app. And we put a little video up today on our eVends Facebook page, Twitter, etc. You guys should be able to kind of see that. I know it's a little glare there, where it's just a video showing you how to get to our exact part in the app. And if you're more tech familiar, of course, you can go App Store, eBay. When you open up eBay, it has a little button that says Lives. And when you click on Lives, collectible category, show all, you're going to see eVends right there for the people. So in that case, you're going to be able to find our show. You can bookmark it or notify me. It's just the same term, which essentially is saying when we go live on May the 4th, you're going to get a push notification on your phone, as long as you have it enabled for eBay, saying, hey, eVends is live for May the 4th Star Wars show. A couple of the other main pieces that I want to say here at the show.
And I'm sorry, Tyler, just to interrupt you.
Okay.
Because I did just go to the eBay app. I went ahead and found your show. There is the opportunity to go ahead and hit the heart button on the top right. It actually goes ahead and sets a reminder for you. So, if you're wanting to make sure that you're getting on right when it starts, go ahead and hit that heart button, and it goes ahead and gives you the reminder when the show actually starts.
Absolutely correct. So you all can go ahead and do that. Make sure you're there, follow, bookmark, etc. So you're there when the show starts. Now, I'm going to be talking in Eastern time here. Cali people, Texas people, please translate. But at 8 o'clock Eastern, the show goes live. And I'm going ahead and just communicating with the FiGPiN collector base we have that our estimated time where we're going to put the FiGPiN up, the eVends eBay exclusives, is 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Now it might be 8:27, it might be 8:33. Don't hit up poor Tyler in the DM saying he said 8:30, but it's after 8 o'clock for sure. Around 8:30 is where the FiGPiNs will be available for sale.
Awesome. Now, just to kind of reiterate what we just spoke of, is you did provide on your guys' social medias, I just saw it on Instagram, a almost step-by-step how to get that eBay into the live section to the collectibles. I guess for the people who are new or may not know, could you share your Instagram handle with us so that they can look it up and go find that for us right away?
Absolutely. So, if you're looking on Facebook, Instagram, you go to @eVensHQ. We're going to pop right up there for you. Make sure you do the real deal. Got a few thousand followers on Instagram, like 1,000 or so on Facebook. Don't do we have a few knockoff people who pretend to be us, messaging people asking, hey, you won a pop, just send me $50 for your shipping. Don't do any of that. But the real deal with the step-by-step is our most recent 2 posts has been basic introduction to the FiGPiN side of the live, as well as exactly a guide how to get into the live. So we're talking Eastern time in our announcement, just to reiterate that if you go into your eBay, it might say 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock because eBay automatically puts it in the time zone you're registered in. So keep that in mind. If you're seeing something different than I'm saying, it's time zone related.
Gotcha.
Very good.
Yep. eVends HQ is in headquarters, correct?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Awesome. I'm so excited.
Tyler, when they go ahead and when you put them up in that 8:30-ish time frame, is it going to go ahead and be auction only? Are they going to be put in bundles where it's only in the buy it now? What does that look like when you actually put them up on the site?
Absolutely. So in an eBay live show, we control the items that you're able to see. It's going to show in the bottom third of your screen. And so say we might be doing something Funko related or Lego related, and we're showing off Funko Pops. Maybe we're doing auctions. And I'm like, all right, guys, FiGPiN people, make sure you're paying attention. We're about to get to the LE FiGPiN drop. And then I'm going to go into, or a member of my team is going to go into the back end of eBay and select the FiGPiN listings we want then to be visible. The way we are releasing the pins is we are going to be releasing 475 bundles of the LE500 Paz, LE1000 Paz, and LE1000 Boss. And we're reserving 25. We're being very open. We're reserving 25. We're going to use those for customer service related things. They won't be for sale. Say an order gets lost, etc. We're going to be setting aside 25 of the 500. The 2 pins that are LE1000 will also be available for individual sale. But in order to get the LE500 or to get the logo, which I know is probably a follow-up question, you're going to need to buy a bundle of all 3. Part of why I did that was to have one checkout. So there's one order. Because I know a lot of you guys would just go in, get the 500 before it sells out. And by putting them all together, you can just do one order. It avoids multiple packages, et cetera, arriving to your house. And so the LE500 would only be bundled. The other 2 are available as singles.
Okay. And I'm not sure, I'm not that familiar. I mean, I've been on 1 or 2 eBay lives, so I'm not that familiar with it. Does it go ahead and restrict how many you can go ahead and purchase, or are you able to go ahead and put a restriction in like that? Or
So
what does that look like?
we do have a restriction, and it is per eBay account. That restriction for the bundle will be 1. So you're only able for your eBay account / your address, because we're able to go ahead and cross-check that on our back end, have 1 bundle ordered. If you'd like, the other 2, the LE1000s, will be a limit of 2, but the bundle with the LE500 is a limit of 1 per account / household.
All right. Very cool. Well, that'll definitely help trying to get it into as many people's hands as possible. So that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Man, I would love to just take this short little break to kind of geek out and.
Oh, I'm all about it.
And what you finally just kind of told us, I think a lot of people are aware, but you have an exclusive Paz Vizsla coming out. And then not only that, you have I believe it's like an eBay themed logo, correct?
Yep. So it's an eBay themed, FiGPiN logo. It's designed to kind of mimic the colors of eBay that eBay has adapted over the years. And I think it looks very, very classic to me. I know a lot of folks who collect FiGPiN fall into my age category. We remember looking at eBay growing up and trying to understand it at times in our days. I remember watching the commercials on the little disc where they'd say, hey, this disc will teach you how to use eBay. So I grew up during that generation. So the eBay color logo absolutely hits home to me as being something super sick to have in my collection.
You used to get those discs walking out of the grocery store, didn't you?
Oh, so that's where it ended up. At first, they wanted $700. And then by the end of it, they were giving them out with the bananas in the grocery store.
Man, I remember I'd get that, and I think it was like the AOL 30 free minutes or whatever. You get the little disc and you pop it in. You can get on the internet for 10 to 20 minutes at a time. So we grab a handful of them and throw them in the computer so we can watch Limp Bizkit on YouTube for a few hours or something.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, so are you super excited to get that Paz Vizsla? I mean, I don't know if you've seen all of The Mandalorian, but he has an epic spot in that show, and I think the pins look epic as well.
So I know what happens with Paz. I'm very transparent. I myself am not like a crazy Star Wars fan. I don't know all the lore, all the stories. I do know the story of Paz because of all the kind of generated interest and hype and craziness of what's happened with him. I won't even say it out loud because I just following the rules of the world here. But I think it's one of those things where we can say, if you know how epic Paz is.
Very true.
Yeah,
did you want to spoil the ending of Titanic, since you're trying to not go ahead and ruin things? I mean, I think the Titanic can go ahead and be spoiled at this point, the ending of that movie.
Titanic movie, many conspiracies. That's all I'll say. I want to get into the details. Like the door very large.
That's very true. Yep.
Enough for I've seen mathematicians break out and explain that door. So
so Tyler, what does I'm sorry, I knew what I was gonna ask. Not what does. Are you having any of your other pins available during the show Are they going to go ahead and be posted as buy it nows? Are you going to do any auctions with those other exclusives or any of the other inventory that you do have of FiGPiN?
So we will have other FiGPiN that we have that are Star Wars related available for sale. They will be carried over whenever we're talking about FiGPiN throughout the show, and they'll be in that same section. So when I said before how I would select the pins, or a team member would, that you guys would see for sale during that period, so it's focused to that audience, we would also move over other maybe flash deals we're doing that are related to FiGPiN, Star Wars, or other offerings we had that are in the Star Wars category and FiGPiN category as something you guys will be able to purchase at that time.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
And just to respond to chat, if we could for a second, I see a lot of kind of questions regarding how I explained the bundles. I just want to be super clear, super transparent. So the 475 bundles that are limit 1 include the LE500 Chrome Paz. It also includes the LE1000 Paz and LE1000 Bosk. The reason that we're doing 475 bundles is we're reserving 25. The only way to get the Paz Chrome is through the bundle, and we're charging retail for it. So there's no like upcharge or anything like that. That was something else I saw some questions asking. People were asking I saw a few people saying it's $100. It's $60 for all 3 exclusive pins.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
And I'm assuming there's shipping and taxes on top of that, right? So it's not just a flat 60.
Taxes, yes. Shipping. When I sell multiple pins, we don't charge shipping. When you're buying just one, we do. Okay. So in the case of a 3, bundle situation, there won't be a shipping charge on that purchase.
All right.
Yeah. So it's going to be $60 plus taxes relevant to where you live, whatever your state's getting on you.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very cool.
So retail is $20, and that's just standard exclusive retail. That's not like a price I made up. Some people are saying retail's 15 or question marks. It's $20 is retail.
Especially for exclusives. I don't think that's changed for a long time now.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're talking about what we can do in theory, right? We could charge different prices. Like, retailers do have that ability. I know that's been some questions were asked, like, can a retailer charge more or less, et cetera? If we wanted to charge like $5 extra to say cover shipping, or because LE500s cost more, et cetera, we could. But in this case, it's $60 for the set.
Awesome.
Very cool. So, and I know that we went ahead and, part of when we're chatting and you had asked to come on the show so we can go ahead and talk about this. We had also talked about going ahead and getting some questions to go ahead and have kind of a Q&A gathered together. I know one of the first questions that was asked was, because I believe you had mentioned a Discord link. So I didn't know if we can go ahead and, after the show, share that on to us, so we can go ahead and put that out so that if people do want to join your Discord, they have the opportunity to go ahead and do that. But I know that we had kind of combined the questions between the different social media platforms. Did you want to go ahead and look at some of those if you wanted to do that now? Or was there anything else that you had to talk about eBay Live before we moved on to that?
Yeah, so there's one other thing I wanted to announce, and I'm super excited to announce it. This is for the FiGPiN people. If you know me, I'm a for the people kind of guy. So, guys, in addition to the LE500 Paz, the LE1000 Paz, LE1000 Bosk, we are going to have not 1, not 2, but 20 Star Wars APs in our Buy It Now section for 99 cents plus a penny. And just to emphasize, I did not say in the auction section, in the Buy It Now section for one price and one price only, 99 cents plus a penny, for the people, the FiGPiN people, to be able to add to their collection. I'm hoping to see some people get their first ever AP, or some folks get an AP they really want to add to their collection. I see some people giving me a hard time about my for the people. That's not going away if I'm here. I'm sorry. That's just how we rock here.
Holy smokes,
so
that is
just
amazing.
To make sure that I'm understanding what you just shared correctly, because I don't think you've shared that anywhere except right here, right now.
That's correct.
99 cents plus a penny, so $1 AP.
We don't say that, but correct.
That's against the rule.
So 99 cents plus a penny, 20 APs available at that price point in your buy it now section during your eBay. I was going to say it, the W word. I apologize. During your eBay live show.
I wouldn't be mad at you, you know.
May the 4th, right? So okay,
correct. On our eBay live show on May the 4th, we will
that will go ahead and be put into, I'm assuming, the same 8:30-ish time frame that will be available at that point.
I won't be pinned to that, but that's definitely when at least some of them will go up. I'm not going to put the APs up the exact same time as I put the bundle up, because I don't want someone feeling like they have to choose, like they can't purchase the bundle and they can't purchase an AP, because I understand people are going to be really aggressive trying to get the APs. The one thing I want to be really clear about, and I'll say this on the eBay Live as well, is the way that these, these APs are being dispersed to the community was eVends' decision, and I made that call. So that means that, sure, we're going to have thousands of people in this chat. Most people won't get an AP, but 20 people will. And so I'm just being clear about that it was no one's decision but mine on how they were released. It is through the Buy It Now feature. You will be able to go into and make that purchase, but you're going to have to be quick. And I'm just being very transparent about that for the people.
Yeah.
And is it going to be like, do you get to pick? Is it just a Buy It Now AP? Do you get to pick which ones are the pins? And is there a limit to that as well?
So it'll be the pin that you're getting the AP of as the listing. So the listing is not going to say AP. It's going to be the pin that is the AP. So maybe it's going to be the LE 500 Gold Chrome Boba Fett AP in there for 99 cents plus a penny. And then we might have another 5 or 10 APs that we put up at the same time. And you can go through, you probably got to be like that lightning quick, but go into that listing, hit buy now, and you can, purchase there in the app.
Okay.
Absolutely. So you'll be able to know the pin. It's not going to be a mystery pin.
Very cool.
And then are you able to add 1 to the cart, 2 to the cart?
So we only have 1 of each. So you won't be able to add multiple to the cart.
Gotcha.
Now, so in theory, right, say you're the quickest, drawer in the West, you could go in, buy, back to the show, click, buy. But I would expect with only having 1 and the price point that they're at, they're going to all fly pretty much instantly.
I agree.
Agreed.
Very, very cool. All right. So was anything else that we want to chat about the eBay live thing before we move on to the Q&A piece of it?
Unless there's any particular questions that the chat has about the eBay live. Otherwise, we're good to move to the Q&A from me.
Cool. So Chad, if you have any questions that you want to ask about the eBay live specifically right now, if there was anything that wasn't clear, or maybe you have some clarification on it, please go ahead and ask it right now, and Tyler would be more than happy to answer any of those. But again, this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, eBay Live. It is a app-only feature currently, so make sure that you're going ahead and using a mobile device or a device that has the eBay app available. Go to the eBay Live section. Right now, you can go ahead and actually heart it, so when the show does start, you can have that reminder pop up on your phone or device to let you be aware the show has begun. As Tyler mentioned as well, 8:30-ish, you will go ahead and start seeing some. Yep, we'll start seeing some of the FiGPiN get put into the Buy It Now section. We have 475 bundles with the LE 500 Paz, the LE 1000 Paz as well, and then the LE 1000 Bossk. And those bundles are $60, and they come with the logo. It is one logo per one bundle per eBay account.
So actually, the logo, we should talk about that. My fault. So the logo is actually a redemption logo. So we hadn't announced this until it's explaining all the details until today. So it's a redemption-based logo, similar to how they've done the Squid Game and the Hello Kitty. I know these logos will be to the people very, very soon, but you do have to go into the FiGPiN app and redeem the 3 logos. I mean, the 3 exclusives from the live, all 3 of them, to get the logo. And then you can get the logo through FiGPiN. Sorry for that. I forgot to announce that. I mean, we said something about it earlier, kind of alluding to. But that's awesome. Absolutely right there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it is. So you physically are not going to. You're going to be, the collectors will be receiving the eBay style FiGPiN logo from FiGPiN directly, not
Correct.
their
Correct.
Shipment received from eVends.
Correct. Absolutely.
Very good.
As far as answering the person, and I like to address things even if they're negative. What is the rumors of even not shipping orders? They are unfounded. We ship tens of thousands of orders a day. My shipping manager would cry if he read that because he works incredibly hard getting these orders out every day. So there's definitely an unfounded rumor if that's going around. Someone saying like something happened to me once on Whatnot, like a fake account said that and they wanted their money back. Like, guys, everything that we do, protected payment methods, tracking information, we're very transparent. Like, have we lost an order of the hundreds of thousands we ship? Yes. Have we refunded that customer or offer a replacement? Absolutely. And that's part of why we held back 25. Like, if the USPS loses your package, instead of telling you, sorry, it was an LE, we can say, hey, we have another one we can send you. Like, we try to do these measures as a reasonable protective layer to be able to give people the best overall experience we can.
As a personal purchaser, I can attest to that, where you have your order confirmation. As soon as they get that, you get your email with your shipping confirmation. Once it's shipped, you can track it from to finish. I have not had to deal with the return process because I've always gotten everything he shipped to me. But I have seen other people in the chat say, thank you, I got my return label or my replacement or whatever it needs. So definitely unheard of.
Yep. Agreed for sure. So Tyler, and I know obviously I know we've had, some notes that we both took here, and I just seen Jose post one of the questions that were part of the questions of the different social medias that we scrubbed for questions while you were going to be on the show. So even stickers for the exclusives, are you going to have a sticker for the 3 exclusives?
So first of all, I have to make a joke at you, Jose. You also said earlier, I hope this is the last even exclusive. So, I don't know why you want stickers so bad if you don't want us having exclusives, my guy. But to answer the question, yes, we are going to have stickers, but unfortunately, and I blame Battle, we don't have the stickers made today. So we are, and I noticed this before, and I know we don't always move as quickly as I wish we did to get you guys the stickers you want. We will have stickers. We're coming out with an LE 500 sticker, LE 1000 sticker, a general even exclusive sticker. We're trying to make them really cool. We've messed with some different designs, and they will be available on even.com at no charge. Like, you'll be able to add them to your cart. As long as you check out with any other thing there, we'll ship them to you for free. I don't have an exact ETA, but we are making them. We're doing it 100%. Like, we want it to be right. Like, our first sticker, I know you guys didn't like it. We're trying to get a really nice, like, metallic sticker that's something that we could stand by and be happy with for a long time with our branding across FiGPiN and other exclusives we have. So, I know it's not the instant answer that I would love to be able to give you that, yes, it'll be here on the 4th, but I can 100% confirm for you there will be stickers. There will be no charge to get them in the future. And, just don't order 100 of them or something. I'll check your order history. But they will be available.
People start flipping your stickers.
People have flipped weirder things.
Oh, man, that's hilarious. Yeah, the stickers are sometimes undervalued by some people. So the fact that you're going to do it, it's awesome. Me, I'm a sticker lover. So the fact that it's probably right to take the time, get it right. We'll mess with some more ideas. I already have that thing we chatted about in place.
Yeah,
so
and I don't mind saying public. Like, so Battle is helping us make our sticker. So, like, we're working with Battle when trying to come up with something really, really cool for you guys. I sent him some ideas. He sent me some ideas, and we're trying to land on something that the people are going to like.
It's been fun. It's been hard, and especially with the craziness going on lately, it's been slightly removed. But I got a new fire under my butt, and we will come up with something epic.
Absolutely. And look, I already told you, like, obviously stuff takes time sometimes, and not everything can be instant. But our shipping, though, and by the way, I'll say this: every single order, and I have my entire team scheduled working through the weekend. We're going to have an insane amount of orders coming through on our eBay Live with everything we're doing. The orders on eBay Live will be shipping Thursday. So, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, with us preparing, shipping on Monday. We're aiming to get every single package out in our standard 2 business day shipping. And, so you guys, hopefully, depending on where you live, will be getting the pin the week following. So, and that's also, knowing you're going to be getting your pin in hand really quick.
Nice. Very cool.
Absolutely.
And I know that we talked about the start time, but what is the expectation of how long your show actually is going to go ahead and be on Thursday?
So there's not a set end time. We're like similar to some other streams you guys may have seen me on in the past. I don't say the whole time, hey, we're ending at 10 o'clock. We're getting one there. We're doing it. We're hoping to have an amazing show, vibing with the chat. And if the chat wants us to not sleep, we might not sleep for a while.
Very cool. Very cool.
Absolutely.
Just trying to go ahead and see. I know that people were asking about the stickers, even sticker exclusive. Can we get even stickers for FiGPiN? Yes, that was answered. All right, so Zero is asking, how many FiGPiN even exclusives can we expect this year? Now, I know Mickey's Walt just went ahead and said that you were getting it 150 this year. So, it'll be next year, you'll have a few more than that. So
eVend likes to be very, very active in participating with different and varied releases that FiGPiN has done. There's a few categories that when FiGPiN produces something in those that I really, really want to be a part of. And, the eVend team really wants to be more a part of than some other releases. I can't give you a specific number, but I can say that there's plenty more to come than the 3 that we're releasing on May the 4th. So you will definitely have plenty more of eVend exclusives coming throughout the year.
Very nice. I mean, I'm trying to think of how many you've had so far this year. Because you just had the Jujutsu Kaisen, right? You have your...
Let's see here. So Vegeta was Alliances. Armin is our first. Blue Eyes, Paz, Blue Eyes. So this year, our first Blue Eyes was last year, I think. Sorry, the time gets kind of fuzzy. Glitter Blue Eyes and Minecraft and Sakuna are all this year. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this year so far, plus these 3, so 8, I believe.
Very cool.
Wow, that's fun.
So, and I guess here's another question: Is the logo that's going to be redeemable with the 3, your bundle of the 3 pins? Is that a eVend logo exclusive, or is it a eBay exclusive logo?
The one thing I said last time I was with you guys is one thing I really pride myself on is trying to build relationships with other companies where everyone's winning. So when we were working with eBay Live and talking about, hey, we're going to be one of your big, Funko sellers. We have a track record in live streaming. I said, I have a great relationship with FiGPiN. We're talking about having a 10,000 viewer plus stream. I want to get FiGPiN in on that audience too. So if I'm going to be trying to make FiGPiN one of my stars of this eBay Live show, let's get something really cool for the people. And FiGPiN rocked it out. They were, great with working with me. We went from, hey, are we going to do a exclusive to, hey, are we doing a logo really quick? And so huge kudos to them and their team on that. I personally have no problem saying that I think the logo really reflects a joint effort of eBay and eVend. But nice. Look at the colors and tell me that's not an eBay logo.
Oh, no, of course, yeah. I didn't know if
we're not calling it our exclusive. I mean, I look at it as something you're getting from FiGPiN for participating in the eBay Live event.
Very cool, awesome. I did see just a question. Is eBay Live going to be the way that all drops will be handled here on out?
No, they will not. So eVend.com will continue to have drops. Other, partners, like I just mentioned, I like making all my partners happy. So other partners could have drops in the future. One thing that, and this is just going back to how I truly do care about the customer experience. And I know that not everyone can be happy all the time, but I care about limits. So if we're doing an LE 500 drop, I don't want someone to come in and, 482 in their cart and, everyone else is sad, So we are, working with partners on creating systems that make sense for super LE releases. Having things cross-listed for something that maybe, like, say, take Sakuna. We still have some glitter Sakunas. Having them listed on all of our different channels where you see even is absolutely within the realm of possibility. But you're probably not going to see an exclusive listed somewhere until they have some, like, limiting capabilities.
Okay. And I guess I'll ask the question that's kind of been out there, for a little bit, and then I know that you had also gathered some, some information, some of the other questions. I know that obviously you have, several exclusives so far with FiGPiN, and I know that you have had released, when the pin has dropped, single purchases available, and then they go ahead and not that they're not available right at the start, but you also have bundles available.
You can hit me with the hard questions. I'm not afraid. We talked about this a little bit.
No. But so you have a small amount of single purchases available, and then you go ahead and put that exclusive behind a bundle. So just want to go ahead and, I know everyone's thinking about it, asking the same question. So why so little on the single bundles, and then why go ahead and hide that exclusive behind, a bundle? And I know that the other part of the question is, and if I remember correctly, I think maybe your Jujutsu Kaisen has maybe the Minecraft, pins with it as well. So you have some kind of, you have a mixture of different pins that don't relate to, like, your feature that you're trying to go ahead and sell.
So let's talk about it. So with the Minecraft release, we had a few different versions of purchasing available. We had purchasing both the Minecraft pins for $40 for free shipping, or you could add any of the ECCC pins from this year at retail to your bundle. So you could get an LE500 King or an LE500 Kudos and add that for $60 shipped, plus the 2 Minecraft pins. You could do the same thing with Gojo. You could do the same thing with Korra, the same thing with Naruto Glow. So these pins, we added to the retail price of our Minecraft pins, so people could purchase them, plus the exclusives that they hopefully already wanted to purchase at retail. We didn't charge any premium on top for these ECC pins. I know that King and Kudos are worth more than $20, in the open market of things, but they were available in that bundle with our exclusives at retail. We look at how we have done these bundles as, yes, it's helping us sell inventory that otherwise may not sell as much volume. Full openness, I'm a transparent guy, but we price them and build them in a way where there is value. So the Paz Vizsla one, for example, it's $45, but you get 3 common FiGPiNs, where retail is $45. So essentially you're getting our exclusive for no additional charge on there, and it's free shipping. Like, it's not like we have some type of crazy price we're putting behind these bundles. There's no chance behind them. We're not doing these lottery systems that have been suggested to me by some, like, hey, do it randomly. Like, hey, I'm not doing randomly. I'm being very direct in how it's built out. I'm transparent about how the pricing of it works. And that is the logic behind how those are built out. So you don't have to participate in for the Minecraft, where there's a JJK pin in there too for $60. You could just get the Minecraft. For the Sakuna, we had just Sakuna retail, or you could also get the ECCC exclusive Gojo for $40, still retail. So it's a value add.
I personally myself, I've always looked for the bundles or add on the pins, like, for whatever reason, we all hate paying for shipping or whatever. So if we have the option to add in that personal one in, save a few dollars on shipping and get another exclusive, Comic-Con pin, something like that. Those are always something people look for. And yeah, it definitely helps move other product too. So that's great.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yeah, I think, okay, so we talked about the bundle. We asked about the sticker. I don't know what else there was. I know that you put some other things on there. So what was the next question you wanted to go ahead and ask?
So these are questions, I pulled because I'm comfortable discussing them. Let's take a look at some of them here that the people asked about. And I just answered a couple in the chat. yes, I will personally be at SDCC. And yes, even will be at SDCC. We'll even bring pin stock to SDCC. Yes, we will. That kind of answers the SDCC questions. And NYCC, yes, as well. So we'll be seeing you there.
Nice.
So reading a question off here. Do I think that FiGPiN as a whole is in a good space as a business? And how do I feel about some of the community or most of the community not supporting how eVen has released FiGPiN? So I chose this question because it is tough. Like, so when I talk about FiGPiN as a brand and as a business, I think FiGPiN is in a great space. I think that, you know, what they're doing, I know some of the people over there, I think they're amazing people, super talented. And as far as how eVen is handling FiGPiN, and I know that some of the diehard collectors haven't loved some of our approaches. What made me fall in love with FiGPiN is the quality of the product they produce. And a lot of what our marketing and who we've reached out to resonates with that message. So when we were marketing, we didn't mark our Yu-Gi-Oh releases. We didn't market them to FiGPiN collectors per se. We marketed them to Yu-Gi-Oh collectors and said, hey, if you like Yu-Gi-Oh, you want to add this beautiful product to your collection. And so I think the way we do our marketing and the way we, you know, encourage people to buy pins sometimes doesn't resonate with the vocal collector, but actually could get new eyes to FiGPiN. That's what some of this eBay live show is. I think we're going to have tens of thousands of people, of which many won't know what a FiGPiN is, but they will when I'm talking about how beautiful and how these pins are crafted in a way that is just far superior to what else you see on the market, even as not the biggest Star Wars expert in the world.
Nice.
Let's see. More pins. Let's see. Why does eVen not have an exclusive sticker? You know, we talked about that one.
Yep.
How do we price our pins on eVen.com? I saw that question asked in the chat as well, and it was also one that was asked I think it was either Discord or Reddit or Facebook, something like that. So we price using a lot of different factors depending on what the pin is. One of the factors any businesses will consider is, hey, what is our cost on the pin? Like, what is our goal with the pin? Are we trying to sell it right now? Are we trying to, you know, flex that we even have it? Like maybe we only have 2 of them. We don't necessarily want it to sell today. We just want it in our catalog and we want it on our website. And then there's also other marketplaces. We've talked about how eVen sells on many places. And sometimes we're going a penny under our competitor. So we have the best price on that listing and we don't necessarily want to go lower on that item. So they're faceted approach to our pricing. Our exclusives, though, are always pretty straightforward. And some of our flash deals that we've done are also relatively straightforward.
Yep, agreed.
What FiGPiN line do I want eVen to get? So my personal love, I'm a big anime guy. Like my dream FiGPiN line, when I've been asked this, I've said Death Note because it's one that, you know, really hasn't been touched. Funko hasn't touched it in a long time. Death Note is one of those licenses that I know is tricky. If I could wave my magical water bottle, Death Note FiGPiNs would appear.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, I'm like Ryuk with an apple. Like, I'd be a big fan. Let's see here. Why are ECCC pins only available as a bundle? Because we're not charging anything over retail. We're paying the same retail price that other folks do. So, you know, if the pin is $20 and we're adding it to a bundle of other stuff at retail, we're doing it as a service, you know, as letting the community get access to the pin at the same price that it was for at the convention. So I don't put them on on our site for the same price we paid for them, because then there's really not a benefit like service add to us. We'd actually lose money if it was free shipping. Last thing, and go ahead.
Nope, I just go ahead. You can go ahead and ask your question. I was just talking about some of the chat questions there.
Oh no, let's go ahead and get to a chat question.
So I know Sound Warp, who's obviously based on his name, is a big Transformers fan. So he was asking if there was any chance of you guys getting a Transformers exclusive. And I'm sure you probably, even if you have it, you can't go ahead and talk about it at this point anyway. But you know, is Transformers a line that you guys would go ahead and if
Very
FiGPiN
well
had it
worded
available,
question.
would that be something you'd be interested in going ahead and having an exclusive as?
So for me, in general, like what I enjoy watching, like Godzilla, like giant kaijus, monsters fighting, Transformers, maybe, I'm a big, giant things fighting each other. I'm all about it. So if even had the opportunity to participate with Transformers, I would definitely seize that opportunity.
Nice.
Very cool. And then our friend Breck, he went ahead and asked, what pins got you into FiGPiN? I'm not sure if he means you personally or even as a brand.
So I'll answer the personal, but we talked about this last time. We were talking about the original Kakashi release. It's similar to what got me into Funko. Like, I enjoy the character. And as far as what pin got even into Funko, is a couple ways of answering that. It could be we're talking about our black and white Vegeta, which is an Alliance exclusive pin, but we were the sole person to distribute it. So it was available at Comic-Con. We were the person distributing the pin to the people. And that was the first time really that we had a pin stock in our hands that helped develop our relationship with FiGPiN from there. And if you guys see me turning my head, I have all of our exclusives in order over on this wall. So
I see them back there. Yeah.
I almost guarantee we probably had people zooming in and trying to find some spoilers in there.
Oh, cover my head.
So
I think that gave you guys quite a big hit when I was talking about how we're going to have 20 APs for 99 cents plus a penny. That's the big yell of this one here. There's no. I think someone was asking about a glow blue eyes. There's no glow blue eyes under the table here. That's kind of my jawbreaker of it. But when we're talking about thousands of dollars in value on those APs that we're dropping at 99 cents plus a penny, I think that, and I hope a lot of people in this chat, they have the better knowledge going into it. They know that's going to be happening. And when they see that price point of 99 cents plus a penny, they know to hop on that AP.
Hop on it, indeed. Well, man, we really appreciate you doing that and announcing it on our show. Last time you came on, the glitter blue eyes was the thing. So it's always super fun to see what you got lined up for the people. So this is really cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I'll ask, I know it's kind of a pointed question, but I'll ask it.
Back.
Yeah, it's you have Batgirl, Tagum's Batgirl for $139.99 on your store, as well as the NYCC glitter poo for $150. So that and I know that you just talked about maybe you want to keep that, you don't want it to sell right now, you want it to go ahead and do it, but and the reason why I asked this question was because of the point that Wookie had made on there is, other retailers can't even give away the NYCC poo. NYCC Winnie the Pooh. Let me go ahead and correct that because it sounds weird just saying poo.
What did you call the thing?
So what, again, I know that you just shared some of the reasoning behind it, but any thoughts on some of those, specific pins that you might have priced, especially where I am aware
above
that
market value. That's really what you're asking about there. And you gave a couple of specific examples. I don't know the market value of those two off the top of my head. I'll answer in two ways here. So if someone was interested in purchasing a pin and they think the price that we have is not reflective of what they'd be comfortable paying, you're always welcome to reach out to our customer support team. We have in some cases, change the price, to market price so that person could buy one. We also, with our current website, can send you an invoice. So, hey, you reached out to me, you want to buy one, I send you an invoice with the price. Now, of course, if I ask something price for $100 and you say, hey, can I pay $5? It's probably going to be a no, but our customer support team is always happy to talk with folks. I hope they don't get mad at me for getting them a bunch of offers here. But, and so the second half of it is, as I mentioned before, sometimes we have our, what we're checking on our marketplaces, we'll see, hey, the lowest priced one on, say, eBay is $150. And then we have in our system, okay, we'll list ours for $139.99. And so that's something that we'll do, put that price across the board because we're seeing that as what the market price could be. We're not always mainly going through looking at every single thing in detail. Some things we do price like that. And that's where people talk about how, they get really good deals. Or I think we recently did like a glitter release a few months back where it was Dark Magician Girl and Rengoku, where we were about $10-20 under eBay, or some like a Spyro or a Halo. Like sometimes we are looking at those resources, but sometimes we're looking more so at what our direct competitors are doing on the marketplaces we are on.
Okay.
Sounds good. Was there anything else that you had chosen that you wanted to go ahead and answer from the?
Yeah, I mean, so I don't like, one thing that I know that people were asking about is just social media responses. And a lot of folks think that, either we don't care at all or don't see it. Like I go through it, I do read these things. So, FiGPiN makes a really exciting announcement that, eBay is going to have this logo. It's through the even eBay Live, comments. And I see the comments are not favorable. I read through it, I see folks say, this ain't it, evened again. Why evened? This is not good. Like, very simplistic, negative comments. One person said, this is going to screw collectors. Why are you helping evened? This idea is awesome, but even takes too long to ship my pins. Dealing with even took too long to ship. And when I go back and I look at these things, some of these are folks where they bought a pin where they were told it won't ship until it's officially released. Some of these are instances where 2 business days wasn't fast enough for them. I understand that not everyone has had a perfect experience with any retailer all the time, but we're extremely honest, extremely transparent. And the one thing, going back to when you asked me before about kind of the culture of FiGPiN, or someone in the chat asked me, is, and this actually in Discord even tries to have a really positive vibe. Like we talk about being for the people. We try to be really high energy, really happy, like really pushing a good environment. And I think for someone who's coming into that chat and they look at the comments and they're all just like, this is bad. And this is just the truth. Like, you may not agree or like it, but you can't really say that, charging $45 for $45 worth of comments and a $20 exclusive with free shipping is bad. You can't really say that with what I'm doing with these 3 eBay Live exclusives is wrong and horrible. Like, the way folks react is thinking that I'm doing something objectively wrong. But the reality is I'm doing something that some people agree with, some people don't agree with. And I would encourage, and I know some people are going to be mad at me and say that this was a bad thing to say, I shouldn't have done this, but I would just encourage being a little bit more positive about something we all love. Like, at the end of the day, we're all doing here, if you're in this chat, you're loving FiGPiN. At least I hope you're here loving FiGPiN, like just like I do, just like you two do. And if you love FiGPiN, you want to welcome other people into that community. That's how some really cool stuff gets to be made. And that's how you have more people in these chats, interact, make new friends, all that great stuff. So that might be my one word of advice. And, I'm not saying you guys have to all love eVend, but when eVend is, out here trying to really help FiGPiN, trying to get FiGPiN out to 10,000 people, if all the FiGPiN people there are like, ooh, FiGPiN even bad, don't buy this, we got to stop buying FiGPiN, that doesn't help make FiGPiN better. So that's just my opinion. I know a lot of you guys, especially the passionate collectors, are the ones who are vocally saying no to that. But my honest advice would be a little bit more positive, especially to newcomers. I've seen folks directly come in and say, hey, I'm new to FiGPiN. I don't really understand what eVend is doing wrong. And someone says, then clearly you don't know what you're talking about. Everyone knows eVend does it wrong. But when in reality, you look at our data, you look at people who are not FiGPiN customers, but are eVend customers from FiGPiN, they're all the happy ones right now. And I think we'd all be a little bit better off if we got out of that negative mindset and just enjoyed the collectible that we all love.
Yeah.
Man, I'll second that. I don't think it is solely with eVend or FiGPiN as collectors. I don't dabble in Funko too much, but I see a lot of Funko drops and they're like, oh, not another Funko drop, or oh, not another, retail exclusive this or that. I mean, we have things with Target, you name it, right? I definitely agree with you on the positivity part. It always makes things go smoother. But I also, for lack of better terms, there's a spot and a place for the haters too. And sometimes I've seen more chatter and stuff of like the haters and the oh, why this and why that, but it's gotten extra comments or whatever it is to make the post a little more viral. And when I read it, I'm like, man, these people suck. But I like it, and I'm going to go look for it and try it out myself. And most of the time it's a positive opportunity. And so I don't like it myself, but sometimes if the haters get the thing moving around that much more, sometimes it can play a spot too.
So I'm not the biggest Star Wars expert, but I think that there's a comment here. You know, the Sith, you got to have the Jedi too. You know, if one is too strong, there's no balance. So I'm not asking people, you know, to go out and say they love even if they don't love us. But especially, and this is the example I'll make, when someone comes in, maybe it's a Discord, maybe it's a Facebook group, and they're like, hey, I'm a big JJK fan. What's the deal with eVends exclusive? And the people respond and say, eVends exclusive, which is $20 plus shipping, or if you buy anything else, it's free shipping. They're like, oh, eVends is overcharging you. Someone who's new thinks there they are. Like, you know, you're poisoning the well of someone who's new and just loves what they're out here trying to love. So I would just honestly encourage just more positivity. I know some people are in the chat saying they don't like another retailer, but they like eVends. I don't talk bad about any retailer. Like, people do things differently. And I said before, like, hey, I don't make things a mystery, but I do more bundles than some other people may do. It's just different. And I think it's fine to say, hey, you know, eVends is bundling that. That's why it's like that. And you can say why you don't like it. But, you know, it doesn't mean you should just only be hatred. You know, just have a little bit more love for your fellow collector. And it's okay to have opinions, but I would try to avoid every comment being negative, because really what FiGPiN did here to get FiGPiN to the eyes of tens of thousands of people is great for each and every person here. So when the response from the community is, ooh, bad, I think that does leave, you know, everyone with a sour taste, and that's not what any of us really want.
You know, agree for sure.
Oh, Jason Ruiz in the chat here.
Yeah, Jason said hello.
Taking over. You know, Tyler no longer needed. We got celebrities here.
That's right. So before we go ahead and move a little bit further, I did see some people asking about the Discord, and I know that you mentioned it in one of your videos that eVends does have a Discord channel.
I'll send you a link that you can share for inviting folks to it if they would like.
So it is a public Discord, because people thought maybe that it was maybe like a private Discord channel.
It's an invite only Discord. You have to have the link. I'm not a Discord expert. One of my customer service people helps me a lot with it, but we are able to get you a link and people can come in. I will warn, positive vibes. If you come in and you're like even bad, you won't be there tomorrow. And that's not anything. It's just how the community is.
Amen.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Very cool. And Tyler, anything else that we wanted to chat about? I think that we kind of hit all of the questions that I can see that we wrote down between each other.
I mean, I wanted to talk about some general FiGPiN hype. Like, I know that was on the list. So if we can get into talking about some of that.
Yeah. So
I don't know if it goes back to the pin that I mentioned was my first. I have a reason to be excited right now. So
yeah, definitely. So we did have I know that those that ordered or pre-ordered the Star Wars pins, you had Mando, my gosh, the child Grogu, you know, in his little orb thing, whatever you want to call it. And then Bo-Katan, those started shipping. So you should go ahead and people should have received them. If not, they should be receiving them shortly from the different retailers. They look amazing. I know I've seen some. I haven't got them yet myself, so I'm waiting to go ahead and to get those. But I have seen the pins. They look pretty amazing. And I'll let Battle go ahead and announce the big news of the day. I'm sure he's excited to go ahead and chat about it.
Oh man, I've been trying not to talk about it since the very beginning when you were talking about how it's morphin time.
Yep.
Man, I am super excited about that drop. We've heard the rumors. We've known that they were coming down the line. Some of us have seen them in the secret booth at the Flap event. So it's been a long time waiting, and they finally came. And man, I don't think that they have disappointed at all.
2 chases, right?
2 chases,
yep.
So there's, I think, how many? 8 of them in total. So you have your classics: red, green, blue, yellow, and the white Ranger, pink Ranger, all the back to the old school, late 80s, early 90s old school ones that are awesome. The way they did the graphics on them are epic. You know, they're all the standing poses. I'm sure hoping that we see some possible action poses in the future. I hope we are getting maybe retailer even exclusives at some point. I mean, I would love to see all kinds of different things with these. I think it's going to be awesome. As a little side story, I did find out, I kind of had a little idea, but I wasn't sure. But Derek, I wonder if he's in the chat today. He actually was the artist behind putting that together. And man, the way he captured the nostalgia of them is super, super cool. I mean, the detail in the visor, the striping on their, on the shield or on anything else, definitely really cool how he did it. I chatted briefly with him today about it. He said that he loved working on them. It was a really fun project. He said that part of his strategy and when designing these is he goes and even if he's really familiar with them, he'll go back and do a bunch of Google searches and try to find as many different pictures and all their different styles that they've had. And then he actually says that he'll go back and put them on and watch them as he's designing it to try to get some inspiration, get some graphic ideas. And I think he had some fun, showing them to his kid's daughter. And so I thought that was actually really cool. And I love that about this community where, we've actually gotten to meet some of the people from FiGPiN and get to hear how these things come to life. So I'm sure I probably missed a few things that he said, but man, Derek, you killed it with it. Thank you so much for an awesome set of pins. Man, I could just geek out all day. So I think right now they are individuals for pre-order. I don't remember off the top of my head if they mentioned when they were going to ship or expected.
It was going to be sometime in June.
Okay, so June, yeah, expected to ship. Of course, you have your white, your green, then all the originals as commons. Once you order those, you put those into your app, and then the white and the green to start are going to do their Chase Mondays. So you'll go in, you'll flip your Chase card and have an opportunity to land a gold-plated Chase of LE 500. So that's going to be a hot pin to try to go after. Man, they're going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
People saying like Megazords, what did I tell you about earlier? Big things fighting, I'm all about it. So yeah. I'm in there with you guys.
Hey, we
back.
Yeah, we have a hashtag that we started a while ago about bringing XL back. So, it'd be great to go ahead and see now that they have Power Rangers coming out, that there'll be some XL Megazords coming out there.
I got so excited I started hitting my table and knocked my phone over. Whoops.
So we also have the Hot Rod and Galvatron from Transformers the movie that were announced as pre-orders as well. Those look really, really cool. I'm excited for that. I would love to go ahead and see them have Optimus where he's opening up his chest to give it to make him, Rodimus Prime. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited about those two pins for sure. I have a real love for that movie. And then, as Tyler was mentioning, GameStop went ahead and just started receiving a new box of pins. There's some Naruto pins. There's Jujutsu Kaisen.
That's it.
Yeah,
maybe
it only Naruto.
I think it's those two. I think it's just those two.
Yeah. So, but they have two new GameStop exclusives. One of them being a Jujutsu Kaisen pin, and then one of them being, Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen.
That's the glitter.
A glitter version of it, and then you have Kakashi,
the glow,
with the glow piece of it. So
yeah.
I'll let you, Tyler, go ahead and chat about the Kakashi because I know you're.
I don't really want to, as you can see. No, look, I mean, when we talk about Kakashi, OG Kakashi, super cool. Tsukiyomi Kakashi, as a Kakashi fan, not as big of a fan. We got my guy getting pwned here. But now with GameStop coming out with this set, you have Kakashi, the lightning glowing. The glow looks insane. I don't know where you guys all live, but from what I've been seeing, people on the West Coast, their store has already got it. It was street dated for yesterday, according to the internet. And the stores on the East Coast are like, hey, we should be getting it, in a day or two. So definitely going to look out, calling your local GameStop plug and saying, hey, let me know when the glitter and the glow rolls in.
Dang.
So I actually went to my GameStop today. I looked at their FiGPiN section and I saw that they had all of the pins, but they just had them on like their, wire metal rack thing that they have all the other pins on. And I asked the associate, I was like, what do you have the box that these came in? Because I know that they were shipped inside a box. So he went ahead and he threw it out, and he actually went into the trash and found it for me. So I actually put just some other pins in there to display it, but this is the shipping box that it came in. So yeah, I was pretty excited.
Hey, scan that QR code. What does it do?
I'll tell you right now.
So you got the box. Did you get any of the pins? Did you find the?
Yeah, I got the two. I unfortunately left them upstairs, so I didn't bring them downstairs with me. But I brought the box downstairs because I wanted to go ahead and put some pins in. So it takes you to, and I know that's probably not going to be able to see it, but it takes you to the About FiGPiN page.
Gotcha.
That QR code that's right on the box there.
Hell yeah.
I like that. I like, because like I said, we were talking before, like to me, like the starting point for FiGPiN is just the quality of the character of the pin. You're buying something you like, and then it goes so much deeper as you get into the community.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was happy that he went ahead and went into the trash and pulled this out for me, because I was like, oh man, I can't believe you threw this out. Like, it's so sad.
That's your GameStop plug.
Yep. But yeah, so I mean, they look, the pins look great. It's definitely going to be cool to, I know that FiGPiN has started to go ahead and rework their relationships with big box stores. So go ahead and be interesting to see what those look like. Unfortunately, those pins don't have any stickers, exclusive stickers on there for those. So just make sure when you're looking at them, you're looking at the numbers. The exclusives for the GameStop are 1187 and 1080. There are the same exact poses for those pins, but these are different variants of those. So don't get fooled when you're looking. If you do see the other variants of those or the comment of it, it's pin number 1187 is the GameStop exclusive, as well as for Kakashi, it's 1080.
The Kakashi glow, the Chidori, or the lightning blade is darker, like for the glow effect, and then the other one being glitter. So you can also visually tell, there as well. That's just my eyes, numbers. I struggle, but as soon as I see, that glow effect, I know exactly what I'm looking at.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. No, it looks cool, man. I was excited to go ahead and grab it, and I mean, he literally the associate had just pulled it out, and he had already threw out the box, and I was like, oh, please say you can go
already being robbed by this FiGPiN fanatic here.
So yeah, pretty cool.
Man, I drove by. I was running errands at work. I didn't have time, but my local GameStop kind of went by in the corner of my eye, and I kind of had an itch to go check it out, and I didn't have time, but like that kind of makes sense. I had a feeling it probably was there waiting for me. Dang.
Battle's going to be hunting the cases, trying to go. Did you throw the cases out? I need that.
I need the box. Give me the box.
It's just like the stickers, right, man?
Man, I hate being a sticker fiend. That's fun.
It's always fun. We have I think I might have forgot to erase this. We already talked about the MHA pre-orders. I think that's everything that was kind of announced. We're definitely looking forward to this Thursday. For sure.
Look forward to seeing a lot of you guys there. I mean, I'm guessing that if you're here now, you probably definitely have an interest in the Star Wars and the APs we're going to be offering. So I'll be sitting at this very table talking to the good folks of the FiGPiN community, and I look forward to seeing a lot of you guys back in the eBay chat as well. Then.
Yep. And Tyler, I know that this was not like we didn't even have this on our agenda, and I'm not even sure if you're able to go ahead and answer this or not, but. I know that you're going to have your eBay live. Is this your first eBay live show that you're going to be doing, or have you had others one so far?
This is our first eBay live show that is like a proper promoted show. We've just done like test things, just trying to make sure we understand the platform in advance. But this is the first one that people will be able to see us on.
Very cool. So what does that mean for the other platforms that you are currently on? Are you going to be switching to eBay live? Or are you going to be doing both simultaneously? What does that look like?
eVends is interested in world domination. No, I'm kidding. But we will continue to be on all platforms. So, like, if you, we're going to go where the people want us to be, though, too. So, if, say, for example, we're 2 years from now and there's 10 places where you can see eVend, and all people don't like how one particular business operates, then eventually eVend will stop being present on that platform. But when, I truly do believe we're going to see tens of thousands of people in this eBay Live. And, we're definitely going to have a presence on eBay Live as often as we can, especially when eBay is going to be promoting us, like being a promoted show that you can just go in and easily see, as we're going to be on May the 4th.
Very cool. Well,
very excited,
I
man.
wish you the very best of luck. I'm
The
super
Empire
excited.
even. Rough. I know enough to know that's not quite right. At least they didn't we didn't go to the Java section. I'll give y'all move to the middle at least.
That's fine.
No, but y'all good people. Like I said, I truly do love all the folks who interact with us, even the ones who sometimes aren't saying the nicest things. I just I appreciate that you guys take the time to interact with me. There's a lot of things you guys could do with your time, so I do appreciate each and every one of you. For people who came in here a little late, if you have any questions about how eBay Live works, how to get to the show, if you go to our social media at eVendHQ, we posted how-to videos today guiding you directly on how to bookmark the show. The show is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern time on May the 4th, and the FiGPiNs will be released roughly 8:30. Don't, not to the exact minute, but roughly 8:30, we'll have the FiGPiNs available for purchase.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm sure Chad, that there. I mean, I'll be on there. Battles, I'm sure, is going to go ahead if he's available with work, and there's plenty of other people in the community that I'm sure are going to go ahead and actually probably start at 8 o'clock, and you'll start seeing alerts in the other social media channels that, hey, come on now, because they're starting to do, or they're talking about having it be available soon. So just make sure that your time's available for that 8 o'clock, 8:30-ish time frame on, again, Eastern Standard Time. That's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We always talk about the best coast being the East Coast.
Eastern Time. If I said PST, which I don't think I did.
You did not. It's
Eastern time.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, go on to eBay Live. You can hit that heart button, and it gives you a reminder that the show starts as well. So, another opportunity to make sure that you miss the show. But Tyler, man, it was an absolute pleasure. Thank you again for coming on. Amazing news about the, I know you don't want to hear me say it, but it's so weird to say it, the 99 cents plus a penny.
That you can say.
99 cents plus a penny.
Word,
APs, 20 of them available. They're all Star Wars related. Excuse me, sorry about that. But yeah, we're excited to go ahead and be on the show for Thursday for you. Thank you for joining us, and best of luck with everything that you guys are doing. So it looks like you guys have a great plan for 2023.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for having me on. I look forward to seeing all you guys on May the 4th.
All right, Battle, do you want to count us down and do our Boost Awesome to get us out of here?
Let's do it. Thank you guys very much. It was a pleasure. Thanks for spending the time with us. Good luck on May the 4th. Let the force be with you to get all them good pins and bundles. And 3, 2, 1.
Boost Awesome.
Battle awesome.
Have a great night, everyone.
All right, everybody. Thanks again, Tyler.